Mildred was a young woman working as a banker in London. She didn't grow up with much. Her father was never around, and from a young age, she learned that life does not wait for you to be ready. Her mother was sick, very sick. She had lupus, and the drugs were expensive. Most of Mildred's salary went to medication. Some days there was food, some days there wasn't. But Mildred never complained. She believed hard work would eventually save her. At work, she met Jackson. Jackson was in his mid-30s, quiet, responsible, also struggling. He didn't come from money either. They connected easily, not because life was easy, but because they understood each other's struggle. They talked about building a future together. No luxury, no big dreams, just peace, partnership, and sharing responsibilities equally. Love felt practical, and that made it feel safe. Jackson wanted to marry Mildred, but money was a problem. Weddings were expensive, and he didn't want to look unprepared. He spoke to his friends. They told him not to worry. They advised him to take a loan. Wedding gifts will cover it. It sounded logical. He agreed without telling Mildred. They got married quietly. Nothing extravagant. They promised to support each other and split responsibilities 50-50. But the marriage didn't start with joy. It started with debt. When they counted the wedding gifts, the money wasn't enough to repay the loan. From the first month, Jackson was already behind. Bills came, loan reminders came, pressure came. Jackson became quiet, then irritated. Small things annoyed him. Mildred tried harder. She spoke softly, worked longer hours, kept the house together. But stress does not respond to effort. It only grows. 18 months later, Mildred became pregnant and gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl. The joy was real, but so was the cost. Diapers, hospital bills, childcare. At the same time, Mildred was still paying for her mother's lupus drugs. Everything depended on her salary, even though she thought her husband was also trying with providing for the home. Jackson felt trapped. He felt like he was failing as a husband and a man. Instead of talking, he withdrew. He started coming home late. Then he stopped coming home. Mildred was left alone with 2 babies, a sick mother, and a full-time job. She slept less. She cried more, but she kept going until she couldn't. Money stopped stretching. Help stopped coming. Jackson eventually left. They separated. Mildred took full custody of the twins. But love does not pay rent. Love does not buy medicine. Love does not replace support. After months of struggling alone, Mildred made the hardest decision of her life. She gave the twins up for